Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
It's great to be a capitalist, amen. What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast. Go to the forums, go to the social networking sites, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. This is episode number 143, 143 episodes of the True Capitalist Radio. And let me tell you something, it's been going pretty smoothly, minus all the goddamn agitators that call into the program attempting to deviate what we're trying to achieve here on this broadcast. But outside of that, I know that there's a lot of people capitalizing out there, and if you had been listening to me for the past 4 weeks, and if you would have entertained some of these equities, bottom-feeding opportunities that I had suggested about 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, you'd be making some serious money. I mean, let me tell you something. Right now. 4 weeks ago, you would have probably just thrown a damn dart at the wall and been able to invest in whatever stock that you wanted to. This was the time, folks, when the investors were leaving. You know, we had a goddamn Dow Jones Industrial dip down to about, mid-10,000, even the low-mid-10,000 range in the Dow Jones Industrials. And I was telling everybody on this broadcast, hey, it's time for you to start buying, baby. It's time for you to start entertaining some bottom-feeding opportunities. And if you would have listened to me, you would have at least been 20, 30, 40% on your goddamn money, baby. Woo! Oh, my God, I know I am. I don't know about you folks, but I know I am. Moreover, I also wanted to say that this past Friday, before we went into the weekend, before Hurricane Irene hit the East Coast and Ben Bernanke didn't implement quantitative easing 3. Yeah, that was last Friday. Since last Friday, before we went into the broadcast and I was analyzing the markets, I was telling people that a good play to be making is oil. And have you seen oil, for Christ's sake? Have you seen a chart of oil from Friday to now, for Christ's sake? Huh? The prognosticator of prognosticators strikes again, baby. I'm telling you, man, I'm making serious capital. And everybody out there that isn't making capital, all of you folks that just kind of listen to me and just kind of,
I'm going to play a little audio file in hopes of getting Ghost all riled up because that gives my pathetically anal, useless, shitbag life some kind of significance.
Well, that's your loss, because you'd be like us, capitalists out here, making money, living lavish, and putting ourselves into the upper-class tax bracket. Moreover, folks, I want you to realize that in today's Obama America, that there's no more middle class out here. Haven't you noticed that? There's no more middle class. You're either poor or you're rich. and you basically can dissect those two tiers into their own individual classes amongst themselves, but inevitably there is no more middle class. And I am so glad, baby. I'm so glad that I play the equities markets. I got brick-mortar businesses. That's why I was off yesterday for Taco Tuesday. I did not come in for Taco Tuesday to do a broadcast, folks, because I was tending to this brick-mortar business that I'm investing into, folks, and it should be up and running by the end of September. And I'm not necessarily going to explain what exactly it is. I'm going to tell you it is a retail brick-mortar business in a shopping center, a little high-end retail shopping center. It's going to definitely be high-end retail products, and it's definitely hitting towards that rich demographic. And what fuels my speculation and my entrepreneurship as it pertains to this brick-mortar business is the earnings that are coming out for a lot of these damn rich-based businesses like Williams and Sonoma. You know, like, what was it, Tiffany's Jewelry, for Christ's sake. Have you seen the earnings? 2 consecutive quarters of better-than-expected earnings, for Christ's sake, in a so-called recession, in a so-called bad economy. I mean, you take a look at Lululemon, for Christ's sake, Lululemon Athletica. I mean, this is freaking yoga pants, and this goddamn stock is ballooned, for Christ's sake, because it's had better-than-expected earnings. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, folks. I look at this and I'm saying, look, I want to capitalize on some of these rich people who are spending their money out here. It's obvious. It's reflecting in the goddamn earnings of some of these high-end retailers, for Christ's sake. And that's why I'm building this high-end retail brick-mortar business in a high-end retail shopping center, because come Christmas time, these are the people that are going to be spending some serious capital. And I want some of that. Do you understand? I want some of that crap. And that's what I was tending to yesterday for Taco Tuesday. I want to say I'm sorry. And moreover, I want to say that the capitalist army, I know the people are asking, what the hell's happening with the capitalist army, for Christ's sake? Unbeknownst to me, I had some sort of a goddamn bandwidth cap, according to this, communist host that I apparently have with a communist, little shindig that they got going on at that company. Whatever. I think this is a communist conspiracy. They're trying to extort more money because of some bandwidth crap, which, was under the impression that there was any kind of bandwidth limits. But well, I guess because I'm the capitalist army, they're like, no, you need to pay more money for the bandwidth, and you have to do it. So as a result, the damn capitalistarmy.com website has got a cap bandwidth nonsense on it. It really doesn't matter anyway. It hasn't made me any money, for Christ's sake. It's been infested by bronies. So I'm considering possibly getting shit-canning that host and possibly getting my own server. The problem getting my own server, for Christ's sake, is that I know for a fact that all these goddamn hacksaws and these zombie-based denial-of-service attack jerk dicks are going to come out and out of the woodwork and attempt to throw me down, take me off the internet so that people can be like, hey, look, we took them down, baby, we took them down. Well, I'm just going to switch servers here, and we may start from scratch. I think the capitalist army should be a little bit more anonymous-based. And I think that we may shit-can, whatever the hell we had with this host, and we're going to make sure that all those records are purged, so on and so forth. But I'm thinking that when we reopen the capitalist army, it's going to be the same type of format, the same type of the same type of graphic user interface that people were used to. But the thing is that we're going to make it so that everybody can be a part of it. So you don't have to put a name, and you don't have to do all this. Everybody can just participate. You can put whatever you want. All right, but you better know that once you're a part of the capitalist army, you're a part of the capitalist army for life. You understand? For life. So look for that here in the next couple of days, because I am going to reestablish the capitalist army, and I'm drawing a line in the sand, and I'm telling all of you, you want to be a part of it, come and be a part of it. You don't have to relinquish any kind of information. Just don't be a spamming jerk-off. Moreover, I'm looking for true capitalists who want to be moderators of this particular community. I'm not joking. All right? I want moderators. I want people that are going to go implement the rule of the capitalist army amidst all this ridiculous digital chaos. So if you're interested in that, hit me up, a variety of different messages. Hook me up on Twitter. Let me know your interest, for Christ's sake. And we're going to reestablish the capitalist army. Moreover, once we reestablish the capitalist army, by God, I'm telling you, I'm in the works of creating the new capitalist ghost mask so that we can actually have a group that does something for a reason. Anyway, let me move on. I don't want to get into what I'm doing here. I'm getting off keister. Well, let's talk about the markets first. All right? I'm not mad. I shouldn't be mad. I mean, have you seen the markets, for Christ's sake? I mean, the prognosticator of prognosticators, it strikes again. I mean, take a look. I mean, first of all, we had gains yesterday for Taco Tuesday. All right? I mean, it was all on the positive. Today, more gains. Dow Jones Industrials is up 53.58 points, a percentage increase of 0.46%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 11,613.50 points. And I know that everybody's asking, Ghost, is it too late? Is it too late for me to get in on this equities gains? No, I don't think so. Now, I will caution you that a good time to buy would be in this coming September. Traditionally, September is a bad month for equities trading. Traditionally, it has low volume, a lot of people selling off for a bunch of reasons, tax purposes, getting ready for the holidays, so on and so forth. But I'm willing to speculate, given the kind of volatility that we've had ever since the January 1st of 2011, I'm willing to speculate that you may start seeing a little bit of bumps on the plus side. I have stuck by my prognostication, and I made this back in the spring, that we will end the year at least 13,500 in the Dow Jones Industrials. And I know there was a lot of people out there tweeting me back in the day saying, Ghost, that's kind of bullish, don't you think? I mean, there's a lot of things going on out here. I don't know if you can really stand by that 13,500 at the end of the year. No, I'm standing by it. And as you can see by the trend here, these goddamn investors are starting to realize that this market was way oversold, and they're starting to buy in and bottom feed. And it's not just traditional investors either. You know, it's individuals like yourself. It's actual capitalists that have a little money. They've got jobs again, so they want to not just put it in the bank that's not going to give them any kind of return on their investment out there. No. They want to actually put it in some of these equities that are gaining in momentum after being depleted and oversold, for Christ's sake. And we're starting to see it in the reflection of a lot of these equity accumulations. So once again, I don't think that it is too late. I think that we're going to see some more bumpy volatility in the month of September, but I don't think that it's going to be the traditional negative September that investors are used to seeing. I think it's going to be a completely, utter different September. There's so many different factors waving the market in so much volatility, but I still think that we're going to go in the positive. And as we go into the holiday season, folks, I said this, and you can look back in the archive, for Christ's sake, all right? You can look back, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. You can look back in the archive. I was saying this back in the goddamn springtime. I was saying we were going to see some kind of bumpy waves in the springtime. We were going to go into the summertime. Summertime, we would have possibly seen some of that volatility extend, and that we did. But for the most part, we were going to see gains in the summer because of the back-to-school time. Then we're going to go into the holiday season, and before you know it, it's going to be major capitals, major Benjamins to be made for all the capitalists that are out there understanding what I'm talking about, for Christ's sake. Anyway, sorry, folks. I'm just saying, man, I mean, I'm making lots of money. I just hope you are, too. I just hope you are, too, and if you're not, well, then you're an idiot. That's all I got to say. I'm sorry. I mean, I couldn't spoon-feed you anymore. You can look back in all the archives and all the episodes I've ever done, man. I was spoon-feeding you, for Christ's sake. I was spoon-feeding you opportunities, and you're just sitting there, oh, no, So all I'm saying is, if you didn't take it, you know, I can only lead a horse to water. I can't make these son of a bitches drink, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's get through the other markets, for Christ's sake. S&P 500 was up modestly also today. It was up 5.97 points. a percentage increase of 0.49%, closing out the S&P at 1,218.89 points on the day for the S&P. We got the NASDAQ closing up modestly, and there was a very volatile market in the NASDAQ today. If anybody's day trading the NASDAQ, I mean, we saw some negativity, we saw some positivity. I mean, the choppy roads that are out here in the markets, if you happen to be a day trader, this is your market, baby, because I am. I mean, that's why sometimes I don't have the energy sometimes to come up here and do the broadcast. I'm out here conducting so many goddamn day trades, at least 100, 150 a day, depending on the amount of volatility, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you something, there's been many of it throughout the summer. I mean, it just wears me out. You know what I mean? It just wears me out. But what I do is, with all that little money that I get from every single trade, I build more liquidity, relay that liquidity into more long-term investment, which in turn grows itself, which is the essence of capitalism, baby. Woo! Oh, my God, I love it. I love being making money. That's what I do, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. I just hope that you folks were capitalizing. Anyway, the NASDAQ is a choppy road today for the day traders. I mean, you would have been able to make some decent liquidity to parlay into long-term investments. NASDAQ was up modestly. It finished up modestly. It was, kind of up and down all day, closing out at up 3.35 points, a percentage increase of 0.13%, closing out the NASDAQ at 2,579.46 points on the day for the NASDAQ. And for our brethren across the pond, the FTSE 100 closed up on the upside completely. I mean, you folks in the FTSE, today was your day. It was up 125.87 points, a percentage increase of 2.39% on the day for the FTSE 100, closing out at 5,394.53 points for the FTSE 100. Unbelievable. As a matter of fact, that deserves a cheers, for Christ's sake. I got myself some 25 years aged Macallan Scotch, single malt, of course. It's not your traditional blended malt, single malt, excuse me. Pretty good stuff here. I want to say cheers to the capitalists in Europe that are capitalizing off the FTSE 100 a day, for Christ's sake. Cheers. Get some of that, for Christ's sake. Oh, man, that's some good stuff. Anyway, let's get to the commodities, shall we? Because let me tell you, I told you, if you take a look at the WTI sweet crude, I don't mean to jump to it right now, but if you look at the WTI sweet crude chart from this past Friday to now, and if you would have entertained those plays that I was suggesting in that broadcast, and you look back in that broadcast, folks, I suggested it. I said that there could be some oil plays to be made here during the weekend, because I speculated that we were going to have some refinery damage because of the Hurricane Irene situation off the East Coast. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. And moreover, we saw some dramatic flooding damage out there, which is going to increase the demand for outside sources of energy. So as a result, I mean, oil just took this humongous spike. Do you understand? And do you think that Ghost played that? You're goddamn right. I mean, good God, baby. I tell you, I know there's a lot of people that give me crap because I make fun of a lot of the political figures that are out here in Washington today, and I don't agree with how they have conducted themselves in fiscal and international policy. But let me tell you, these idiots have not hurt my pocketbooks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have made more money and grown myself in net worth more in the Obama administration than anybody else, any other president I can recollect, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. Oh, my God, man. I love you. And you know what, Mr. President? Whatever you do, keep doing what you're doing. You want to know why? Because I got to have it. I got to have it. I got to have it, baby. I got to have it. Yeah. Let me get another drink. Good stuff. Good stuff. And all you idiots that are sitting here saying that I'm a drunkard, let me tell you something. Once again, I am a connoisseur, asshole. I already told you. I got an aged 25-year single malt scotch that I'm drinking here tonight. All right? I'm a connoisseur. All right? I mean, this is Macallan. All right? Look it up, for Christ's sake. 25 years aged, son of a bitch. Single malt scotch, not blended malt, single malt. I'm a connoisseur, all right? I appreciate the nuances of every libation that I consume, unlike you jerk dicks. You guys are probably going to the nearest corner store asking for the nearest Mad Dog 2020 or freaking Boone's Farm, huh? Yeah, I know you stupid drunkards, especially you kids out there.
Yeah, can I have a Strawberry Hill?
Yeah, shut up. Give me a break. On that note, let me take another $40 sip for these sons of bitches that are sitting here calling me a damn drunk. Screw you, all right? All right, screw you. I'm a damn connoisseur. That's all there is to it. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. Man, that is good stuff, baby. Woo! Anyway, let's get to the commodities. Once again, the prognosticator of prognosticators strikes again. All right, I called this bump in short-term gains in oil, and I wish that these assholes that are on the business channels would acknowledge the unbelievable economic prowess that this man displays on a consistent basis, and moreover, it's documented. You understand? It's documented, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's get to the energy, all right? We got Brent crude. For all the folks that don't know what Brent crude is, it's the oil that's consumed by Europe and Asia. Brent crude is up 67 cents, a percentage increase of 0.59%, closing out Brent crude futures at $114.69 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline futures sliding modestly today. It's down $2. Heating oil futures are down 17 cents today. Natural gas, I mean, good God, man. I mean, I know we've been talking about this as of late, but these natural gas futures and the whole goddamn natural gas sector has been volatile as hell. Anybody who's been able to read this volatility, I mean, you know, cheers to you. You understand? I mean, straight up. I mean, it's too volatile for my blood. I love volatility. Don't get me wrong. I love volatile markets. You can get easy liquid and day trading opportunities. But, man, the volatility in the natural gas market has been unbelievable. So it's unfortunate that I can't capitalize on the activity and the juice that's happening here. But to all those that are, you know, cheers. Cheers, for Christ's sake. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, let's say natural gas is up. Natural gas is up 15 cents. That's a percentage increase of 3.89% on the day. You know what I'm saying? 3.89% on the day, for Christ's sake. All right, good God. Major capital be made today on those natural gas markets. Anyway, let's go to WTI sweet crude. Once again, another volatile market today in the WTI sweet crude markets, but it ended up changing unchanged. It just closed out at the same price it closed out yesterday, $88.90 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. And once again, just take a look at a chart of WTI from Friday to now, and you would have seen that you would have made some major money if you would have basically called this particular little short-term gain, baby. Woo! Anyway, what else we got going on? We got agriculture. Let's see. We got canola up $1.70 today. We got cocoa continuing its rise. It's up $11 today. Coffee, oh man, and whoever's involved in the coffee rallies too. I mean, I don't know when the top is finally going to peak. I don't know, but whoever's capitalizing on this, much freaking props. All right? Good God. And you know what? I'm glad that coffee's going up because I don't drink coffee, all right? I'm just naturally energized. You understand? I'm naturally fueled with the type of energy that continues my soul, that gives me the energy to continue going, for Christ's sakes. I don't drink that coffee crap. You understand? But I'm sick and tired of you idiots that claim that the reason that you're a jerk-ass in the mornings is because, oh, dude, I need to have my coffee, dude. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee. I mean, shut up, all right? The next person that says that to me is getting a punch in the face. That's all I'm saying. Stupid assholes. I hate that stupid excuse. Anyway, coffee is up again, $1.55. A percentage increase of 0.54%. Corn is down today, folks. Finally, not down enough, but it's down $7.75. A full percent decrease on the day for corn. It's about goddamn time. We need some more decreases for that. How about cutting the funding, cutting the taxpayer funding that's going to the ethanol industry, assholes? Anyway, cotton is starting to bounce back up. It has increased 39 cents today, a percentage increase of 0.37%. Oh, Jesus Christ. That means that these fruit bowls you're gonna say,
oh, you see, I can't buy clothes that fit me. I got to continue to dress in little Ed Hardy shirts that are like 8 times too small. I can show my man nips. And, now that we're going into the fall time, I want to show that I'm freezing my nips off through my Ed Hardy shirt that has a little goldfish carp and some Chinese writing. I love it.
Give me a freaking break. Cotton is up 39 cents. What else we got? Wheat is up $3 today for the wheat futures. We got sugar increased modestly at 6 cents. We got soybean up 50 cents today. Lumber, I wanted to see Gasgara in here because he invested hardcore in lumber. He's not in here. He's actually working. He's a capitalist. So if you're listening to this in the goddamn archive there, Gasgara, all right, lumber is up tremendously today, for Christ's sake. Lumber is up $8.90, a percentage increase of, get this, 3.67% on your goddamn money on the day, baby. And that was to be expected. I mean, good Lord. I mean, we just had a hurricane that hit up the East Coast. I mean, we've got all kinds of infrastructure damage. I mean, of course lumber would be up. And luckily, Gasgara, he basically ride or died. He emailed me. He's been saying it all the time. He said, I just put all my cash into lumber, and let me tell you, it's up, and I'm guaranteeing he's capitalizing right now. Anyway, what's going on to all the other capitalists that capitalized on lumber? Anyway, oat is down. Oat futures, $1.50. We've got soybean oil futures up 31 cents. And, man, did you see the wool futures? Good God. I don't know if it's an all-you-can-eat buffet at Angelina Jolie's Muff, but it looks like the Rosie O'Donnells and the Ellen DeGenereses and all these other freak show muff dive and bullnose bull dykes came out for the wool futures today because wool is up $15, a percentage increase of 1.12% on the day. Oh, man, they're doing the carpet munchin'. They're doing the carpet munchin'. Whoa, carpet munchin'. Whoa, carpet munchin'. Anyway, sorry, folks. I know I'm being a little immature. I know I've been criticized for being a little immature in my broadcast, but you know what? Tough titty. I got bronies listening to me, for heaven's sake. All right. You know, I got bronies listening to me, for Christ's sake. Good Lord. I mean, I'm supposed to just.
Oh God! Oh, I'm supposed to be delicate, and
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Good Lord. Anyway, I'm responding to these ass clowns. I don't even know why I'm responding, for Christ's sake. Let me see. Where am I at? Hey, engineer, you lost my place, for Christ's sake. Can you put it back, please? Well, do your job, for Christ's sake. Come on. All right, here we are. Thank you, for Christ's sake. Anyway, copper. Let's go to the metals, folks. The metals. Copper is up $5.95, a percentage increase of 1.44% on the day for copper. I mean, good Lord, man. I mean, copper's been very volatile as of late, too. Let's get to gold. Gold saw a minor sell-off today. Did everybody see the increases yesterday? Huh? Helter-skelter, baby. Did everybody see that? I mean, it was up like $45 yesterday, all right? I know everybody was like, oh, man, the CME group, reorganized their margin requirements, and they're artificially trying to keep down the gold market. I know they're trying to artificially keep down the gold market, but it's not working. It's not working. Even though we saw a modest sell-off today, it is still up, for Christ's sake, as far as I'm concerned, all right? Gold is down $1.80, a percentage decrease of 0.10%, closing out gold today at $1,828 per troy ounce of gold. And let's go to silver because, like I said, I think silver is definitely bullish, more short-term bullish on silver than I am long-term. And what I mean by long-term about gold, I think gold is going to possibly bubble pop in the next year and a half, possibly 2 years, but I'm speculating year and a half, depending also on the election of the presidency of 2012. But once again, I mean, gold has got a lot longer of a time to flourish and profit. But this silver increase, once again, I'm speculating it's short term, just like the last one we saw in late February, or late March, early April, before the CME group back then decided to rearrange their goddamn margin requirements. But once again, silver today is up 12 cents, a percentage increase of 0.30%, closing out silver at $41.59 per troy ounce of silver. I mean, we're flirting, we're flirting here with some $50 silver per troy ounce. So you understand that, right? We're flirting here. And once again, I think it's a short-term gig. Don't be sitting here speculating that you're gonna just bet the house on this son of a bitch. Anyway, folks, let me get to the goddamn livestock, all right? For all the folks that are out there looking for some livestock quotes, here they are. We've got live cattle futures down 60 cents. We've been seeing lots of decreases in the livestock, man. It's because people are eating Spam. You know what I mean? They're eating like garbage. They're eating ramen noodle as opposed to, maybe cutting back on consuming from electronics that were built in China. No. Instead, they're withholding themselves food and going out and getting ramen noodle and Spam and that kind of crap, and as opposed to actually getting real meat. As opposed to getting a freaking steak. Something that'll actually fuel their bodies, for Christ's sake. No. You wonder why everybody's walking all pissed off? They're eating garbage. That's why, and it's reflecting here in the futures market. Cattle futures down 60 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.52%. That's been a continuing trend here for the past week or so, week and a half at least. Cattle feeder futures are also down 52 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.39%. And for all you fat jelly asses that like a couple of ham bones down your goddamn gullets, lean hog futures are down today 35 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.42%. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Let me take another sip of this Macallan, for Christ's sake. This is some good stuff. Aged 25 years, single malt scotch. Come and get some of this. And don't mind the outside, construction that you're going to be hearing. Once again, my office is in the, I wouldn't say the downtown, but close to the downtown region of Austin, Texas. And we have a lot of construction going on out here. A lot of developments going on because economic growth is prospering dramatically out here in Austin, Texas. We're seeing more and more high-rises going up into the sky. The Austin skyline is looking more and more beautiful because we have such economic prosperity. So if you hear a couple of tractors and you hear a couple of whatever the hell they're doing out there, and, of course, we also have some new headquarters of sorts that's moving in upstairs in the office upstairs. They're still renovating that whole son of a bitch. So, once again, you can actually hear the prosperity all around me. You can hear the prosperity, the economic growth of Austin, Texas. And let me tell you something. I love it. I'm glad to be a part of it, for Christ's sake. And once again, cheers to all the capitalists out here. I love this damn Macallan. Great stuff. Unbelievable. That's good stuff. I'm sorry. That's just too damn good. Anyway, let me go ahead and move on to the program. Once again, folks, I'm still bullish on this market. You may see a little volatility, folks, but that's par for the course in this new market. It's a helter-skelter market, a pussy-whipped investment community. So I don't think that it's, too late to get in on some of these economic opportunities that are in the equities markets. All right, folks? I'm serious. Moreover, I think that, a lot of this East Coast devastation and any other potential hurricanes that are in the hurricane season here that potentially do damage on any of the American fronts, I think that it could also reflect in the commodities market. So be aware for those plays, all right? They're already talking about another hurricane coming up the same pathway as Irene. In my personal opinion, it could hit the United States again, and if it does, once again, I think that it could reflect commodities here within the next 6 to 8 months. So if you're a trader in commodities. Well, by God, don't be a milky liquor. Go out there and take advantage of these opportunities, all right? I'm spoon-feeding you here. I'm spoon-feeding you. And I know that people are going to be like, it's so hard. I just don't get it. I don't want to do it. I just want to listen. I just want to watch My Little Pony. It's all I want to do. I just want to watch it. My Little Pony, My Little Pony. Give me a freaking break, man. Anyway, folks, let's move on to the next subject matter. Once again, I'm bullish. And before I move on to the next subject matter, remember, you're going to hear from all these ass clowns on the business channels that September's a traditionally bad month for the equities. Well, I am speculating that it's not going to be. I'm speculating that you're going to see some volatility, but it isn't going to be the traditional way of September. This is not the traditional market anymore. This is a helter-skelter market, for Christ's sake. Moreover, the Federal Reserve meets with each other here in September, and Ben Bernanke has extended that particular meeting from 1 to 2 days. So in my personal opinion, I am speculating that they may not implement a quantitative easing 3, but they are going to use a monetary instrument in hopes of hedging off inflation, which could fuel the markets. And I'm not just talking about the equities, I'm also talking about commodities. So once again, hook it up. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We're going to talk about a couple of different subject matters that are in the news today. I want to talk a little bit about Mitt Romney. And the reason I'm talking a little bit about Mitt Romney is because he's starting to come out of his shell, for Christ's sake. And I know that I've been so gung-ho about Rick Perry, but now Mitt Romney's starting to talk my language. He's starting to talk pro-business. He's talking tax cuts. You understand? He's talking, he's talking getting rid of Social Security. You know, he's talking about getting rid of all this Medicaid garbage. I like that about Romney, and he's not afraid to say it. You know, he's starting to scream, in the middle of his damn speeches. He's not acting like a freaking Ken doll anymore. You know what I mean? He's not acting like, hi, I'm Mitt Romney. No, are you kidding me? Now he's like, we need to get rid of Social Security. And let me tell you something. I like where Mitt Romney's going. Anyway, he was out here in Texas yesterday. And in his speech out here to, I think, one of these veterans groups, I believe he was speaking in front of, he was basically going out swinging at the president. You know, he was saying that the president has probably got to be the worst president in history. Moreover, he took an indirect swipe at Rick Perry by saying that we don't need another career politician, basically taking over Washington and doing more of the same. You know, we've been going through career politicians all this time, and it's gotten us nowhere. And basically, Romney touted his private enterprise experience. You know, he touted that he knows how to create jobs. He knows what businesses need, the tools that businesses need for them to create jobs, so on and so forth. So let me tell you something. I like Mitt Romney right now. He's pulling out the stops. This guy's coming out swinging. I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869. Now, look, I'm not jumping the bandwagon here, but let me tell you something. I like where he's coming from. I'm pro-business. I own businesses, for Christ's sake. I mean, he's talking about tax cuts. He's talking about things that are generating interest towards my financial well-being. So I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. Let's see what people have to say about Mitt Romney out here. And before we take any calls, I want to reiterate again that we do have a lot of agitators who call up the broadcast in hopes of trying to deviate the conversation into some other sick, devious, immature bunch of nonsense. And I'm not going to put up with it today, all right? I know that these idiots, they like to call today Fruit Bowl Wednesday. Look at them. Look at them. I bet you their assholes puckered when I say that. Look at, like a Fruit Bowl Wednesday. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at them. Look at them. They're reacting to it now, for Christ's sake. They're prancing around like they got a freaking tutu, for Christ's sake. Once again, folks, we're not going to put up with this type of malarkey today. There are some serious subject matters to be discussed here, and I want to hear what you have to say about it. All right, I want to hear what you have to say. Mitt Romney out here coming out swinging for the fences, man, trying to get that Rick Perry Texas swagger, you know that? He's trying to get that damn Texas swagger going on. Hey, Mitt Romney, I know you're trying, but you got to be born from Texas. You know what I'm saying? You got to be born around a bunch of badasses out here that, ain't afraid to flex nuts if somebody comes at them the wrong way, if you understand what I'm talking about. You understand? I mean, I think that Mitt Romney's doing the right thing. I think he's, coming out swinging. He should come out swinging, for Christ's sake, as far as I'm concerned. But don't try to emulate the Texas swagger, all right? I mean, you got to be born here, baby. You got to be born here. You gotta live here to have that Texas swagger, boy. Woo! Anyway, let's go ahead and take some calls. What does everybody think about Mitt Romney here? Area code 407. What's up? What do you think about Mitt Romney?
I just need ponies, that's all.
Well, just shove your ponies up your anal passage. 571, what do you think about Mitt Romney?
I think we should loot NYSE. Fuck you.
What the hell are you talking about? What do you got, a Tourette's syndrome, or, for Christ's sake? Are you calling up here so that you can, show and prove to the Social Security Disability Office that you actually suffer from this ailment? Huh? Is this what you're doing? You're calling me up saying, you see, I called the program because I wanted to talk about politics, and all I did was, screw you, you son of a bitch, screw you. Dumbass. Get him off. 914, what's up? What do you think about Mitt Romney here?
No, Daddy, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we got 8-year-olds, man. Where are the parents here? Where are the parents to these young kids, for Christ's sake? Once again, haven't you noticed that there's a trend amongst these young little 8-year-old sounding prick brats? They're calling up talking a bunch of malarkey. They're by themselves, for Christ's sake. Where's Mammy? Where's Mammy at? She's at Applebee's right now looking for Alabama Black Snake by some schmuck named Tyrone that looks good in a goddamn FUBU shirt. That's what she's doing, all right? That's what the hell she's doing. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're supposed to be talking about Mitt Romney here. Mitt Romney, once again, swinging for the fences out here, taking pop shots at the president, taking pop shots at the leading, favorite of the GOP candidates. I'm talking about Governor Rick Perry of Texas. And I'm starting to like what Mitt Romney's doing out here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that Rick Perry better watch his ass. Mitt Romney, basically pulling out all stops, Let's take some more calls here. 646-652-4869. Let's see. What do you got to say about Mitt Romney, huh? Area code 219. What do you think about Mitt Romney?
Hey, Ghost. I'll get back to Mitt Romney in a second here, but you were talking about another hurricane coming towards the United States?
Yeah, well, it's off the coast of Africa at this point in time. It's basically getting pushed with that force energy that comes in every August to about late September or some sort. And it's coming right towards the area that was just hit. The cone of uncertainty, based on the computer models, are headed towards the East Coast once again. I forgot. It's some kind of freak-ass little tribal name that they put on this one. But it's a tropical storm. But as it, continues to progress through the Atlantic there, it's going to continue to develop and get more energy, more steam, and who knows? It could be a double whammy for the East Coast. I mean, that's where the cone of uncertainty looks at this point in time.
Yeah, that's really awful, man. Like, seems nobody can ever get a break from these fucking storms, man. But thing that I'd like to see happen is it, go up through the Gulf of Mexico and slam right into Texas, cut every last scumbag in there. And best to Texas, long live Texas.
Stupid, dumb son of a bitch. Shut your ass. Get off, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something, you sorry sack of crap. Texas is suffering from the worst drought in history. You understand? It's one of the hottest months in history. Texas history. All right? We got wildfires going on out here in Texas that are burning up people's farms, burning up people's crops, burning land out here, for Christ's sake. And are we bitching? Huh? No, we're not bitching. You know what we're doing out here in Texas? We're dusting our goddamn shoulders off. All right? That's what we're doing. We're not a bunch of pussies out here that beg for Big Brother federal government to come bail us out whenever, look, it's bad. We got a little storm coming in. Shut up. Sorry sack of crap. Let me tell you something. You come down here to Texas, you sorry sacks of crap, all of you people. You sitting here laughing about that crap. You come down here to Texas, flap your little mealy mouth in the wind about that type of garbage out here and see if your ass don't get beat down to the ground, boy. Do you understand? You'll get your ass beat down to the ground and you know it. Shut up! All of you people that are laughing at it, shut your stinking smelly holes! Stupid freaking loser bastard. another caller engineer. We're talking about Mitt Romney here, and we got some idiot hoping that a hurricane hits Texas, for Christ's sake. Well, blow it out your ass. Area code 502. What do you think about Mitt Romney, for Christ's sake?
Hey, Ghost. Why do you not...
You sound too fruity to be on this broadcast. Get him off and get out of here. All right? If you're going to call me up, the least you could do is sound like a man. All right? Don't sound like some fruity ass that just popped out of the anal passage of Greg Louganis, for Christ's sake. You're fruiting it up. 903. What do you think about Mitt Romney, for Christ's sake?
You know what? Texas sucks the crawl up of a Mickey.
You starry, goddamn splicing sons of... Damn it. You goddamn audio splicers, I'm telling you right now, I'm taking the necessary steps to make sure that I get some punitive damages out of your ass. Christ, give me a drink for Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to do this, all right? I'm not. Just forget this. Here, let me take some deep breaths here. Let me act like, one of them, one of them deep Confucius Orientals. Let me act like one of them. The sun is warm and the grass is green. All right, that's enough. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to let you sorry sacks of crap do this today. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not letting you idiots turning this into Fruit Bowl Wednesday. I will implement chat room martial law before I let you scumbags implement any kind of Fruit Bowl Wednesday type of shenanigans. You freaking cyber vermin, for Christ's sake. We're supposed to be talking about Mitt Romney here, and of course you're witnessing the agitators trying to deviate the subject matter of the broadcast. And it's obvious, I wouldn't be surprised if these people are being paid by the DNC to do this. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if MoveOn.org are not paying these agitators to try to just agitate the broadcast. Anyway, let me just calm down here. Once again, Mitt Romney coming out swinging, taking no prisoners, for Christ's sake, calling out President Obama, and basically taking an indirect swipe at Rick Perry, saying that we don't want another career politician. And let me tell you, the reason it was a swipe at Perry, because unlike the Democrats, because we've been used to Democrat debates, we've been used to Democrats running for president for the past, 4 or 5 presidencies, or excuse me, 2 or 3 presidencies, excuse me. It seems like 5 presidencies with this President Obama here. But haven't you noticed whenever the Democrats run for president, for Christ's sake, these guys go right for their jugular? Haven't you noticed that? These Democrats were getting personal, getting racial, getting disgustingly filthy, calling each other out by name, for Christ's sake. That kind of crap doesn't happen on the right-wing political perspective. They have a little bit of couth, for Christ's sake. When they call each other out, it's through subtlety. There's a little bit of etiquette going on, for Christ's sake, man. But when it comes to these leftists, it's all about politics. That's the basis of what they do. All those bureaucrats on the left, the basis of their existence is the power of the bureaucratic system. So anyway, let me continue going, all right? Let me continue going here. I want to hear from you. What do you think about Mitt Romney here, all right? I want to hear people's perspectives on it. Let's see. Let's take a Skype caller, for Christ's sake. Fox Crayon, what's up? Turn down your radio, ass clown. CS Charlie, what's up?
What's up, little bitch? Sorry, my nigga.
Yeah, we can't understand you. Your 386 SX computer sucks, for Christ's sake, all right? Get in with the now, all right? I think Intel even puts out a little cheap-ass chip for you people that can't afford it. What is it called now? I don't even know. Some cheap-ass chip that, you know.
Oh, yeah, you get, like, Pentium-like power.
347, what do you think about Mitt Romney, man? Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was about. All right, whatever. Yeah, kudos to you, asshole. Anyway, it looks like nobody gives a crap about Mitt Romney, but I am starting to gain a little bit of interest in the Mitt Romney camp. And for all the folks that are capitalists out there, listen to what this man is saying. He is pro-business. He's talking about tax cuts. He's talking about cutting spending. He's talking about cutting Social Security, Medicaid, and all these ridiculous, dumbass social programs. This man, I'm telling you right now, this man is starting to gain momentum as far as, focusing my attention on his rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and listen to what this man is saying. He's starting to get that Rick Perry swagger. I don't know. I'm not willing to throw my hat in there. I'm just reporting what's going on here. And speaking of Rick Perry is getting all kinds of critics. Let's move on to the next subject matter out here. Let's talk about Texas. All right? Let's talk about the greatest state in the universe, Texas, all right? Rick Perry, this guy is getting a lot of flack out here from his critics because of the new Texas laws that have been implemented as of late. Are y'all familiar with the new Texas laws that we have? Well, let me go into detail with them because, a lot of people can't believe that,
oh, this is happening in Texas? I can't believe they signed this into law. Oh, my God.
Well, let me give you the top 5 that these liberals are bitching about. All right, let me give you the top 5 that they're bitching about. All right. Number 1 is it will be legal in Texas to shoot feral hogs from helicopters, which sounds fun to me. I mean, are y'all familiar with these little hogs, these wild boars and crap that basically eat off the crop of farmers and are a nuisance to the agriculture business in general, for Christ's sake? So, in general, what it means is you can get in a helicopter and start shooting these boars at will, just right from the damn helicopter. Boom, 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 and start shooting these goddamn sons of bitches. You know what I mean? And I don't know if y'all ever been boar hunting, but it's great. I mean, if you're somebody that just likes killing, and just, you don't want too big a game, like a real freaking human being or something, come out here to Texas, man. You can go ahead and kill all the boar you want out here. You can kill them all because they're a nuisance. They eat up the vegetation, man. They are a big cause for the agricultural loss in Texas. And these dumbass hogs, they're really elusive. I mean, they dig themselves into holes in the ground. They're very smart. They know how to outmaneuver potential poachers and hunters of them. I mean, they're very sneaky. So, once again, this is one of the laws that people can't believe that, now you can shoot these hogs from a helicopter. And, I almost want to buy a helicopter just so I can get into this business. You know what I mean? I mean, how many of you would want to get into the damn ghost helicopter and start shooting some wild boar that are doing nothing but causing agricultural damage to Texas farmers out here? I mean, that just sounds like freaking fun, for Christ's sake. Having a beer and you got a goddamn shotgun in your hand, blowing these stupid, dumb wild boars away. Now, I know there's a lot of people out here saying,
well, that's just harsh, Ghost. I mean, it's an animal. That's God's special creature or some crap, right?
Well, not to worry. What happens is, typically, these boars are collected. Their meat is shredded and, baked and, prepared in a way, and it's fed to the homeless out here in Texas. Can you believe that, huh? We're feeding the homeless out here, shooting wild boar. And we've got people bitching that,
oh, I can't believe Rick Perry signed in the law that you can shoot these boars from a helicopter.
I mean, that's just garbage. You people don't know your asses from your elbow. Anyway, that sounds like fun to me. Whoever's into it, come on down to Texas. Let's do it, man. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about getting into the business now. Now, let me go ahead and tell you about another law that people aren't happy with. The second law is the government of Texas will no longer fine you for catching catfish or catching any fish, really, with your own bare hands. Now, believe it or not, this was an illegal law here in the Texas law books dating back to the 1800s or something to that effect, where you couldn't actually go fishing with your own bare hands, But that law is lifted. You know, we made sure that nobody that wants to go out and fish that can't afford a freaking pole, you know, a little fishing pole, a little rod, for Christ's sake, can go out and just start fishing with their damn bare hands, all right? Go fish for a catfish, baby. Woo! Let me go on. This is not. There's more, right? All right, now, the number 3 law in Texas that just went into effect, that it's okay now to bring your gun to work, all right? I'm not joking. In Texas, it's okay to bring your gun to work, baby. So for you idiots that like to cause all that office drama, well, you better watch your ass in Texas. You better watch pushing buttons on people's asses in Texas. They're strapped. You know what I mean? They're strapped in goddamn work today, all right? You can now legally carry your gun to work. And people are asking why, right? Why would you want to bring your gun to work? Well, have you looked at the news? I mean, on top of the mass shootings, you've got these assholes that are, you know, flipping out because, you know, their broad is banging some ethnic minority at the workplace. You know, he comes in, guns blazing, kills the 2 lovers, and then just, you know, these types of scenarios are starting to become prevalent in today's society. And us Texans, we know this, you know, we want to be prepared for this. We want to be prepared for this type of stuff. We want to be, before anybody gets hurt, we want law-abiding citizens to just kill the scum of the earth that's going to cause this type of criminality. You know, and moreover, anybody who's a robber, you know, anybody who likes to rob people in the middle of the street or mug them or anything of that nature, if you like to rob liquor stores, you like to rob corner stores, I mean, this is just going to help prevent crime out here in Texas, you know. I mean, just imagine the corner store that blows away the first schmuck that came in trying to, you know, put a gun in their face for the last $50 in the register. Huh? They ain't going to mess with that store again, baby. So you can carry your gun to work. All right, let me get to the next law, okay? The 4th law that has been recently passed in Texas and has been scrutinized by critics of Rick Perry, you can now drive 85 miles an hour, baby. Yeah! Can you believe that? 85 miles an hour, baby. Can you believe that? Come on down here to Texas and drive 85 miles an hour down the freeway. No big deal. Woo! Man, I almost want to drive. I almost want to get like a freaking Maserati or a Lotus or some freaking fast-ass car now, just so I can just whiz up and down the goddamn freeway, 85, 90, 100 miles an hour, baby. Woo! I love it, baby. I love it. Anyway, let's continue going. The last one, which I guess I can understand why people don't like this one, because it gets a little bit moral as opposed to law, if you will. If you want to go in and participate in the festivities of nudie bars, if you want to go into a strip club, the strip club is forced by the state of Texas to charge $5 to every person that enters into the strip club. $5. So you just can't come into any strip club in Texas and, take advantage of the $3.95 sirloin steak and fries at the strip club. You can't do that. They're going to make you pay $5 before you go into the nudie bar. And people are like, well, why is that? Why is that? We're generating money, baby. You understand? We're generating money for the government out here. And moreover, we're not taxing businesses. There's no state income tax out here. All right? I mean, we're paying for edumacation for $5, an entrance fee for a strip club, for Christ's sake. Anyway. 646-652-4869. Those were the laws, the top 5 that people are just, so antsy and, they got their goddamn panties in a bundle about Rick Perry passing here recently in Texas. I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. Let's take some calls here. What do you think about Rick Perry there, Asho? What's up? What do you think about Rick Perry?
Hello?
Yeah, you're an 8-year-old little brat. How about 405? What do you think about Rick Perry?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on?
Okay, well, I just want to hope you're having a good Wednesday, by the way, Ghost.
No, I'm not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, the markets are going great. I'm making lots of capital. And I'm feeling good. I'm living lavish.
Yep, I'm having a pretty good damn date myself. Just got out of college, drove home my sports car because I could do this sort of a thing. And I don't know. By the way, I just want to make a comment. You're making me look really good in my politics class, by the way, my American government class.
Well, of course, because I'm actually saying the real factual the real factual dope here, not these slanted bunch of nonsense. You know, there's no way that these assholes out here in college could put you in a predicament if you listen to the True Capitalist radio broadcast.
Definitely, it's making me look pretty good. So.
No, man, hey, I appreciate you listening in, 405. You know, and it's guys like you. It's guys like you that just, you know, give me the fuel, you know, that fill me with the piss and fury to continue to spread capitalist idealism throughout the world. Throughout the world. Anyway, folks, we are in the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I want to say, once again, we were talking about Rick Perry. But before we get into that, I want to extend a plea to all those that are listening within the sound of my voice right now. Please retweet the broadcast. All right, go to the forums, go to the social networking sites, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. All right, no BS, for Christ's sake. And I'm almost afraid to ask, engineer, do we got any goddamn Twitter shout-outs, for Christ's sake? All right, well, we got some Twitter shout-outs, and, of course, folks, I mean, I almost don't want to do this, but, you know, it's a part of the show, so, you know, people like it, you know, Jesus Christ. Anyway, if you want a shout-out right now, all you've got to do is go to my Twitter account, and if you don't know the Twitter account, well, by God, where the hell have you been? What the hell are you doing? You play with your peer popper or what? Jesus Christ, it's Ghost Politics, all right? All one word, no underscores, Milky Liquors. Ghost Politics. All right, and what you need to do to get a shout-out here, right now, is to retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. All right, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and you're getting a goddamn shout-out. All right, do we get any shout-outs here, engineer? All right, who we got here? We got Capitalist Brony. Oh, Jesus Christ, with these bronies, man. Damn it. We got Troy the Junkie. We've got Austin Blur. We got that fruity-ass Dark Razors. We got Chris from 716. What's going on, Chris, man? Hopefully you like that Johnny Walker Black Label. Exara Hawks, what's going on? Some dumb, disgusting, despicable asshole named I Sniff Underwear. Pray Texas Burns. Aw, you son of a bitch. You stupid. Yeah, freaking Pray. You know, and I'm sitting over here trying to get shout-outs, and look at you soulless people. Jeez, stupid sack of crap. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something, you little soulless bastards, all right? I'm going to read a couple of more little tweets here, but if I get any more of this disgusting, filthy malarkey, it's over, all right? It's over. Anyway, who the hell else do we got in? Do we have any more, engineer? I can't even see. Do we have any more? All right, we got a couple of more here. Chef Poop Tickler, what's going on? We got Sniper 82. What's going on, Sniper? Wacky Jackie 98. We got Con O Sewer. We got British Brian. Metal Lord 7290. King of Excrement. Oh, Jesus Christ! Are you kidding me with these sick, demented names? I mean, where do you come up with this sick, twisted garbage? Good Lord, man. We got DeCelio 1. What's up, James Anthony? We got Steve Gaz 1. What's going on? Let's do a couple of more. I mean, I don't know about some of these disgusting names, for Christ's sake. What else do we got? Oh, yeah, here we go. The Whore Master. Yeah, that's classic. What else? We got Poopy King, that fruity-ass Navy Husky, Soldier Leaf Hat, I'm not saying that disgusting name, for Christ's sake. We got Joe C147, Dubstep Psycho, Stacy Erect, Flamin' Nipple Chops. Here we go. Wood Chipper Babies. That's it. That's enough. That's enough, engineer. Close it. I'm not going to do any more of this crap. It's enough. Jesus Christ. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. Give me some drink. Oh, man, it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, for Christ's sake. Oh, man. Anyway, we're talking about Rick Perry. We discussed here at the end of the last hour some of these laws that, people are criticizing him for. And these are laws that have been put in effect in Texas. And some of these people are actually freaking out. I actually named them. People are like, you can drive 85 miles an hour in Texas? Yes. You want to know why? Because we have a pair of balls, asshole. You understand? I mean, we got to do something. We got to get from point A to point B. I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about Rick Perry, for Christ's sake? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got 918 on the horn. What's going on? 918. You there? Are you there? You just hung up, for Christ's sake, you milky liquor. Wait a minute, 903, you're on the horn. What's up? What do you think about Rick Perry? Yeah, we can't even understand you. 786, what's up? What do you think about Rick Perry?
Yes, sir, Ghost. How are you, mostly arms?
That's a bad impression of Herbert. You know, the last guy who did it was a lot better. 780, what do you think about Rick Perry?
Hail the Lunar Reich.
What?
Hail the Lunar Reich. Fuck the Solar Empire and fuck the Lunar Republic.
Wait, you just praised the Lunar Empire and then you just said screw the Lunar Republic.
Lunar Reich.
Oh, the Lunar Reich. Okay. So you're a moon worshiper?
Ghost is a racist Jew faggot.
Yeah,
He's a poop.
Get him off, for Christ's sake. What a moron. 510, what do you think about Rick Perry, man?
Ghost, let me lick the ball sack of your balls, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. You sound like a down low brother. 407, what do you think about Rick Perry?
Hello, Ghost, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. Happy Brony Wednesday, you know?
No, it's not Brony Wednesday, you fruity bastard, all right? Don't ever call it that. It's not Brony Wednesday, you sick son of a bitch. I'm telling you, I don't even need to be here. You guys are starting to piss me off, all right? You're starting to piss me off. I don't even need to be here. I mean, this is why I didn't come in here for Taco Tuesday. You understand? 832, what do you think about Rick Perry? Now you're taking too long. 917, what do you think about Rick Perry? Now you're arguing with your mammy or something. 270, what do you think about Rick Perry?
I think Rick Perry's got it good. He's got those laws down in Platte.
What?
I think he's got those laws down in Platte. I don't really agree with that stripper law, though.
Well, no, I can agree with that, but I think the only reason that he enacted that particular stripper law was to generate tax revenue from unrelated traditional sources like income tax. You know, I mean, believe it or not, we don't have a state income tax out here, you know? I mean, we don't have these damn, state taxes that are going to juice your pocket, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, he's trying to use unorthodox methods of generating tax revenue to generate some of the money that is needed for the Texas government to conduct business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you have a high sales tax in Texas, don't you?
Well, no, we don't. Actually, we don't have a state sales tax. Most sales tax is done by the municipality. So it depends on where you're located. Each sales tax is different, for Christ's sake. You go to one city, they could be paying for the arena, they could be paying for something with that sales tax, and it could be a little higher than another city. So on and so forth. So what else we got here? We got 619 on the horn. What do you think about Rick Perry?
Good.
Hey, what do you think about Rick Perry there, Vato?
Hey, is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh shit! Hey, will Rick Perry increase the limit of how many niggers you can hang?
A day?
You see, you know, why are you sitting here making that racial slur like that? Why are you doing that?
Why not?
Well, because with all due respect, I mean, the Mexicans ain't doing so hot either. You know, I mean, I know that you're sitting there down with La Raza. You know, you probably think you're some badass Chicano out of San Diego. But to sit over here and, you know, talk garbage about, and not just talk garbage, but make racial hatred slurs against one ethnic minority group is not cool, especially when, you know, for a lack of a better term, the Mexican women seem to be all fertile. You know what I mean? I don't even like sitting next to Mexican women. I'm afraid that, I don't know, somehow they're going to get pregnant with my baby, for Christ's sake, and I'm going to end up a subject on Maury Povich. All right? I mean, it seems like the Mexican women just kind of, but I mean, it's just baby factories, man. I'm sorry. I mean, what the hell's up with that there, 619?
Oh, you tell me.
No, you should know, man. You should know. I'm just asking, man. I mean, I have, and look, I'm from Texas. I know people are saying, oh, that's racist, Ghost. Hey, I'm from Texas, all right? I mean, there's a lot of Mexicans walking around out here in Texas, all right? I know Mexican. If there's anybody that knows Mexican, I know Mexican, all right? And let me tell you, you cannot find a young Mexican female that's under the age of 25 without at least 4 or 5 kids, you know? Without at least 4 or 5 kids, I kid you not. I mean, just go to a goddamn supermarket out there in South Texas, all right? Go to a supermarket, go to a damn shopping mall. These bimbos are out there with like 5 or 6, 8 kids trailing the back of them. No shame whatsoever. No shame. No shame. So, you know, I mean, with all due respect there, 619, I know you're sitting over there hating on the black folk for whatever reason. I mean, you know, don't you think that the Mexicans could step their games up too?
Yeah. But hey, by saying
don't be like don't do a Mexican about it. You see what I'm saying? I hate when you Mexicans do that. You're like, oh, but let's get to the no. We're focusing on this right now, Vato. All right? Don't try to deviate the conversation. Don't try to brush it off like you're talking about a cerveza or something. All right? I'm talking to you seriously here. All right? I mean, how can you sit here and make this disgusting racial slur against the black people, all right? I mean, African Americans, such a condescending bunch of garbage, but the black folks, all right, when with all due respect, the Mexicans ain't doing so hot. I mean, you know, don't you agree that the Mexicans, given the fact that they're about to take the majority of the population in this country, aren't doing very well? I mean, what do y'all got? A fucking, you know, George Lopez? And he got taken off the air by that stupid ginger, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean?
Does that mean you're a nigger lover?
Yeah, you see, unfortunately, that's the bad side effect about most Mexicanos. You know, they don't know how to communicate very well, you know? For some reason, I guess it's because of the environmental influence, it seems to them that they have to continue to talk like some broken English imbecile. And whenever anybody talks to them in an articulate English fashion, you know, this is the kind of response that you're getting, for Christ's sake. Hey, don't call me racist. Look, this is what they're doing. You know, Mr. Chicano over here could get a little bit intellectual with me, battle wits with me, but he can't. You want to know why? Because he's unarmed here. He's unarmed. He's an imbecile. I mean, I bet you if I asked him where to get a goddamn, a bottle of 40-ounce cerveza, he'd know where the hell to go. But I guarantee you, if I asked him who in the hell Zapata was, he wouldn't know who the hell Zapata was. Let's ask him. Hey, who's Zapata, 619? Who in the hell Zapata?
A motherfucking president.
Exactly. You see, this is what I'm talking. And you call me the racist, all right? You call me the racist. This is proof. This is it right here. All right? I mean, do you even know who? How about Cesar Chavez? They've been LULAC and all those stupid Mexican groups have been shoving them down my hole. What do you think about Cesar Chavez? Who is he?
Okay, Cesar Chavez is like the Mexican Martin Luther King.
Do you see that? He's a Mexican Martin Luther King. That's what this idiot believes. Can you believe this? Some leftist, unionist, grape picking jerk off, Cesar Chavez. He's correlating what he's done to what Martin Luther King did. You cannot compare the two, asshole. All right? Martin Luther King died for anti-separation. You know, he was not a separatist. He was a secularist integrationist, even though he was, I guess, religious. But his motives were secularist in nature, to rid the whole idea of race in general. All right, so to sit over here and correlate Martin Luther King, who was a man that stood for, just to not acknowledge the whole racial component of the human equation, to Cesar Chavez, which was some dumb, grape-picking asshole who was pissed off that he wasn't getting paid, a freaking middle-class wage picking grapes, and he decided to use Marxism to, put himself out as some kind of a secularist god like most Marxists do, And now you got these dumbass Mexicans here saying, oh, look at he's a Martin Luther King, and he was a leftist asshole, all right? And you can put that on YouTube, all you assholes. How about that? Put that on YouTube. Cesar Chavez was a leftist, Marxist asshole, all right? I can name you more Mexicanos that have done more for this country than that idiot ever did as a grape picker, all right? But you're not going to hear about these guys. The reason you're not going to hear about these Mexicanos because they're capitalists. I'm talking about Ancira, all right? Ernesto Ancira. I'm talking about Tony Sanchez. All right, and these are just Texans. These are just personal friends of mine that are Texas capitalists. These people are billionaires, baby. They're Mexican billionaires. If these people were to die tomorrow, people's livelihoods would be completely flipped upside down. Do you understand that? But no, do they get the props? Does the Mexican community put like the Cortez family, which is a big restaurateur family out here in Texas? Do they put these people on pedestals? No, they don't. You know what the Mexican community does for people like this? Hey man, you sell out, dude. You're selling now, puto. You pinche culero. You think you're better? Shut up, all right? Shut up. So you got anything else to say there, Mexican, besides your mumbling, stumbling, broken English garbage?
What do you mean mumbling, stumbling? Fuck you. Hey, motherfucker, I have the third question. I got the two.
Everybody hear that? Huh? Everybody hear that, Rear? Everybody hear that? I mean, I'm not doing it. This is it right here. This is the majority here, all right? So, Vato, the next time you're talking garbage about other ethnic minority groups, you need to look at the man in the mirror and realize that statistically, if you don't, hold on, do you have a kid now? Do you have a kid?
I have like 9. Look, hey,
yeah, I figured you did. Get this, get him off for Christ's sake. Everybody hear this? Huh? Everybody hear that? Old Dirty Sanchez over here just admitted that he had 9 kids for Christ's sake. This is it right here, huh? Jesus Christ. Our latest taco troll here, huh? Jesus Christ. I was just expecting for this idiot to say, you want hot sauce with that, mister? Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? I mean, we're supposed to be talking about Rick Perry here. But unfortunately, we got off keister here, and I'm sorry about the taco troll. I mean, good God. And for all you idiots that are calling me a racist, I mean, look, it's the truth out here, you idiots, that these people are what they are. They're what they are. So that's all there is to it, all right? I'm not a racist. I'm a melting pot of friendship. But by God, things need to be said the way they need to be said. And this taco troll came up, thought it was real cute to say, hey, I'm gonna make fun of black people by calling them the racial derogatory statement, man. Not knowing that the Chicanos ain't too hot themselves, for Christ's sake, all right? Anyway, who else? I got Chris from 716. How's it going, Chris?
Ghost, how are you, my friend?
How you doing, man? How was the party?
Oh, the party was great. That Black Label, you were absolutely right about that. It is like liquid capitalism.
It's really, really smooth, man. I'm telling you, the Red Label, do not get it. That's for the drunks that think that they're trying to drink like capitalists. It tastes like garbage. Black Label and above. I mean, I've tasted every label on the Johnny Walker repertoire. I mean, Gold Label, Green Label, Blue Label, all of them are excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I hear you are in the market for some moderators.
You're damn right. I mean, what I'm gonna do is reestablish the capitalist army once again because this host that I'm with is trying to do some communist exploitation nonsense. And I've just had about enough with them. So we're just going to go ahead and transfer the site, and we're going to redo it. We're going to start from scratch, no members, and we're just going to allow anybody and everybody to kind of, it's going to be anonymous. to join, go ahead and join. The thing is, though, is that we need some moderators so that, we get spammers, we get jerk dicks that come in and try to, juice the bandwidth for, some ridiculous posts or any kind of nonsense like that. And, that's what we need. We need some moderators of that magnitude, if you will.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I'm one of your men. I am one of your men. I'm your sergeant. I'm one of your sergeants.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. I'll definitely, once the site is transferred, I'm going to go ahead and host a Pal Talk chat, and we'll go ahead and, start setting the moderators from there, man. And any of these ass clowns on the capitalist army start spamming a bunch of garbage, or start, talking a bunch of malarkey, kick them the hell out of there and shit can their account. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Fuck those namby-pamby cunts.
I heard that, man. All right. Hey, Chris, man, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm really going to put you as a moderator, you and a whole bunch of peeps, because, once again, when you throw something that's anything anonymous, you're going to get a lot of wicked, disgusting, despicable characters. So I look forward to you, man. And not only that, we can communicate through the community, because that's what capitalists need to do, man. We need to make each other money so that when we're all successes, these governments can't just tell us what to do. If they sit here and try to wave their fingers at us, we can just take us and our capital and go somewhere else and see how the country's going to fare off when the capitalists leave, and we go to a more capitalist, appreciative country, if you will.
All right, man. Well, you have a great day, and fuck all these assholes in the chat, too. See you guys.
Hey, man. I appreciate it, Chris, man. Once again, Chris from 716, thanks a lot for calling. This is a member of the Capitalist Army, somebody who's been an avid listener, an avid caller. Once again, the reason that the Capitalist Army is offline is because there's some kind of communist conspiracy. These assholes that host the CapitalistArmy.com are trying to extort money out of me for some bandwidth nonsense, and I don't think we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit over here and be bullied, for Christ's sake. I'm just going to shit can the site. We're going to start from scratch at a better host, at a host that realizes and appreciates people patronizing their goddamn servers, for Christ's sake. All right? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be exploited by a bunch of socialist communist dicks. I'm not. Anyway, who else we got? 256. What's going on? Yeah, we can't hear you. That's a ripped up phone or some crap. Anyway, let me move on with the damn subject matters. I mean, I'm just, time is going by, for Christ's sake, pretty fast. Let me move on. I tried to get some people's opinions about Rick Perry and their new Texas laws. Let me move on to President Obama, because believe it or not, President Obama is going to, give a little job speech here next week. And for you folks that are unaware, he's going to make a new economic initiative to, supposedly job create. And conveniently, he basically called for this special session of Congress where he can initiate this whole job speech. He conveniently timed it to the GOP debates. Man, if that's not political, I don't know what the hell is. Come on. You're going to give your job speech at the same time as the GOP debates, for Christ's sake. It's going to be at 8 p.m. September 7th. All right? I mean, it's just horrible, Obama. I mean, you're playing dirty politics there, baby. Come on. I mean, don't you understand that people want to see what they have to offer on the other side? We don't want to hear, all right? We don't want to hear your little Keynesian economic remedy, all right? The second Keynesian economic remedy that's going to fail, just like stimulus package 2, just like Christina Romer and Austin Goolsby's failures. They're failures. They're all failures. We need a little bit of Milton Friedman economics going on in this country. None of this damn Keynesian crap. Long live Milton Friedman economics, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Obama scheduling the whole job speech at the exact same time as the GOP debates? What do you think about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got 718. What do you think about it?
Happy Brony Wednesday.
You stupid fruit bowl. 407. What do you think about it?
I'm going for a third time.
He's talking to his mammy. 682. What do you think about it? What do you think about Obama scheduling his little job speech?
it's really funny when you hide somewhere and you let them find you for just a second, then go away. And like one time I flanked a guy all the way behind his base, and he's sending his units out to the other side of the map, and I'm hiding behind him.
I mean, these idiots are gaming for Christ. They're gaming for Christ's sake. Pick a medium, you brats. Pick a freaking medium. You're either going to listen to the show or play a game, for Christ's sake, all right? You're either going to listen to the show or you're going to watch TV, all right? Don't do them all at freaking once. Freaking Fruit Bowl Wednesday, man. That's what it's turning into, for Christ's sake. I mean, 917, what's up? What do you think about Obama?
Yeah, I'm in the closet with my boyfriend.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You say, look at this these 8-year-old kids, man. You know what I mean? Where are the damn parents? This is starting to really concern me here. It's starting to really concern me that young children are this abundant by themselves with computers at hand, for Christ's sake. This is just not appropriate. This is not right. You understand? This is not right. And if you're a young kid listening to this, you should not be on the Internet. You should not be interacting in chat communities. You should not be having chat friends. All right? All you young kids, you should not be on here conducting yourself in this. Even though you understand how to turn on a computer, how to turn on a web browser, how to surf the web, you should not be here. This is a mature, audience-only broadcast. And just because Mammy is out there at Applebee's looking to get the high hard one by, the nearest Puerto Rican with the kinkiest hair doesn't give you the carte blanche to come up in here and run amok at 8 years old, for Christ's sake. Oh, man, it's heartbreaking is what it is. It's freaking heartbreaking. Oh, man. We're supposed to be talking about Barack Obama. He's going to give his job speech, and I'm getting wind of some of this job initiatives that he's going to put forth. I don't know if you people are aware of this, but he's going to give tax breaks to businesses like myself who are going to go out and hire folks. Moreover, which is something that I like, and I don't know if y'all are familiar with this, there is a new policy where the government is going to give businesses initiatives if they hire people for free. Now get this, listen to this, all right? If you hire a person for free and they work for free for about, 8 to 12 weeks, all right, so they can gain on-the-job experience, you get a tax break under this new jobs plan. Now, free labor, baby! Free labor! Woo! Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can. Now, that's something that I can get used to there. You know what I mean? Well, wait. Why is everybody mad? Why is everybody mad about this? And this is your Barack Obama. This is yes, we can, baby. He's trying to give you opportunity. He's saying, look, you can sit here and go into this job and work for 8 to 12 weeks so you can get on-the-job experience. And hopefully you can get hired after that 8 to 12 weeks, and then you can. I guess businesses can continue to do that. I'm just getting the preliminary reports of what's in this job speech. But let me tell you something. I like it. I don't know about you, but I like it. Hey, don't hate me. I'm just the messenger here, man. Don't hate me. This is your America. You voted this government in, huh? Remember in 2008, huh? Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can, baby. Well, what's wrong? Change, baby. Change, baby. All of a sudden, I don't hear that from you young folks anymore. What happened? Huh? Y'all don't like old junkyard America anymore? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Welcome to junkyard America, baby. You created it. You voted it in, baby. America, junkyard America, yeah. Welcome to junkyard America, baby. I love it, baby. I love it. Woo! Hash for clunkers, hash for crap, hash for yickety yak, baby. Free labor by the government, yeah. The government's gonna pay me to get free labor. Welcome to Junkyard America. Yeah. With a Junkyard America. Oh, man. I'm I'm not joking, folks. This is Obama's remedy to the to the jobless situation we have in the country. All right? They're going to give tax breaks to businesses like myself to hire people for free, to work for free so they can get on-the-job experience so that they can, get a job out here in the private sector. Hey, I'm just playing the hand I'm dealt. That's all I'm doing. I don't agree with it. Do you think I agree with this? I'm just playing the hand I'm dealt here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a capitalist, baby. I'm a capitalist. Anyway, I want to hear what you have to say about it. What do you think about it? Free labor, thanks to Barack Obama, for Christ's sake. He's going to give tax initiatives to businesses so that folks that are out of work can get on-the-job training. That's just great, isn't it? Anyway, 304, what's up? What do you think about Obama's job speech? Yeah, we can't understand you. 949, what do you think about the jobs initiation by Obama?
We want some winter coolness and awesome holiday.
You stupid fruit bowl, for Christ's sake. 219, what do you think about Obama?
I still want that hurricane to blast the fuck out of Texas.
Yeah, well, I hope that you get cancer of the colon, yeah? Or an inoperable tumor at the base of your freaking spine, you asshole. 301, what do you think about Obama?
I think Obama needs to learn about the magic of friendship.
Well, he did, and unfortunately, y'all fell for it. Y'all fell for that. Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can. And change, baby. Change, baby. Change, baby. Well, he left you all with change in your pocket, baby. You know what he left me? Benjamins, baby. Benjamins. I mean, I love it. I'm sorry. I know that your feelings are getting hurt out there for all you folks that are suffering in today's economy. But, somebody's got to lose. Woo! Give me another drink, for Christ's sake. I'm feeling good. I'm living lavish. And if you're not living lavish, I don't know what the hell your problem is, for Christ's sake. Give me a drink. Oh, man, I'm done here. This is it. This is all I got, for Christ's sake. This is all I got here. Man, I'll have to take a break here in a second. Anyway, I think that Barack Obama's plan to create jobs is ridiculous and pathetic. But once again, this is a government made for the people and by the people. And because they elected Barack Obama, and he's initiating this, which is basically modern-day slavery. I can't really think of any other way to... I don't even think it's slavery. Actually, I think it's serfdom. It's not even slavery. At least slaves get enough to get their housing and their clothing and their food paid for. I mean, this is nothing. They're getting nothing. They're getting on-the-job training or some crap. But let me explain. You people elected this government, and this government is initiating this initiative. And of course, I'm a business owner, so. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage. Woo! Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can. I'll tell you, it's a great day here. Who else we got? We got 563. What do you think about Obama up in here, huh?
Well, I love your show, and because of you, I'm the greatest socialist I can be.
Well, keep being a dumbass socialist, Mickey, because you're going to sit there and get what you're given by the government while I and other capitalists are out here creating our destiny. You know what I mean? We're creating our own destiny. We're living lavish. We're buying extravagant goods and materials. We're sipping on the greatest champagnes and libations. We're smoking on the greatest cigars money can buy, for Christ's sake. You understand that? We're living a life that you can only dream of, for Christ's sake. I mean, good Lord, I love being a capitalist, baby. I love it. I love it, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God, I love making money. Just every time I make more money every day, it just fuels the goddamn internal flame that is my soul. Woo! Man, I'm feeling great. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped, for Christ's sake. I mean, I don't know about you folks, but I've been making money. You know what I mean? I've been making money, and I just know that I'm going to continue to make more and more of it. That's what makes me so giddy. You know, I just know I'm going to make more and more. All these speculations, all these risks that I'm taking, I mean, they're just coming out to fruition because this market is so easy to read because this goddamn government is in charge of it, for Christ's sake. Oh, man, I love it. I love making money. I'm sorry, I love making money. I don't know about you. And any of you assholes that are in here, you know, flapping your fat Cheeto-stained fingers, talking garbage that,
money isn't everything, Ghost. You know, money's not everything.
You people are idiots. You people are probably losers saying that. Anybody who says that money isn't everything is a pathetically anal loser, probably living in some roach motel somewhere, trying to bolster his own ego or her ego to solidify their significance in their pathetically anal life. Because money isn't everything, it's the only thing, baby. All right? It's the only thing. All right? Let me tell you something. For all you people that are saying money isn't everything, I bet you money that I could buy your mother, you know? I could buy your mother right now. If I wanted to, I could just go up and start throwing money on the table, and at some point your mother will drop her drawers and start doing whatever in the hell I tell her to do because everybody has got a price. Do you understand that? I'm not joking. I know you people are like, oh, you're lying. My mom doesn't have a price. What are you talking about? How do you think your old man got her? Of course she's got a price. And let me tell you something right now. For you people to sit over here and are trying to say that I am such a soulless Gordon Gekko sociopath after making that statement, I'm telling you the truth, all right? I'm telling you the truth. These are facts, baby, all right? Money talks, bullshit walks. And for you people that are sitting over here saying, money isn't everything, you're probably living in a loser, insignificant, complacent, mediocre life, and you're trying to give your own ego significance so that you can even continue without taking a dirt nap by killing yourself of sorts. All right? Woo, man. Oh, man, I love it. I'm sorry. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear what you have to say about this. I know that people's feelings are getting hurt in here. I'm looking at the chat room. Their feelings are getting hurt. Look at them. Their feelings are getting hurt. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, man, I better calm down, man. I think I'm drinking a little bit too much of that single malt Macallan Scotch, for Christ's sake. Let's take another caller. Hey, engineer, do we got any more callers here, man? All right, let's see what we got. 412, what's up? What do you think about Obama?
412, did you say?
Yeah.
All right, listen, man. One thing about this Obama, I hope that some of these people he's getting that he wants to use to train them are on welfare. And they got to go out and fucking work for, you know, I don't care what they got to do. Just get them out of the fucking house. I'm sick of it.
Hey, I'm sick of it, too. I'm sick of seeing these dumbass losers rubbing it in the faces of capitalists that all they got to do is be some pathetically waste of human life, and they get all these goddamn government entitlements that are paid for by the taxpaying dollar. And it's ridiculous, and I'm with you, sir. I can't stand these people. I can't stand the sight of these assholes when they're at a shopping market, you know, when they're in a supermarket out here, and they're throwing all their goddamn ridiculous junk food into their stupid dumbass baskets and paying, all right, and paying for it with a goddamn EBT or goddamn government food card, for Christ's sake. I'm sick of it. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter. Thanks a lot, Sarah, for calling in. I mean, I got so many things to talk about. I don't even really want to talk about it, really, you know? I don't really want to talk about it. So, you know, let me just run through it really quick, and let me take your calls, okay? We did talk a little bit earlier about how Texas is suffering through the hottest summer on record, the worst drought on record, and now we've got all kinds of wildfires blazed all over Texas, killing vegetation, burning homes, burning ranches, so on and so forth, and it's a shame. It's an actual shame what's happening out here in Texas. But do you hear Texans bitching about it? Huh? Do you hear it on the national news? And, no, we're dusting our goddamn shoulders off. That's what we're doing, huh? We're dusting our goddamn shoulders off like it's no big freaking deal, all right? We're not a bunch of pussy-whip bastards like the country of France, Y'all remember like in 2008 when they had that supposed heat wave when blistering degrees of 85 were reaching France? And I think it killed like 5 or 10,000 people. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that it killed like 5 or 10,000 frogs because they had heat strokes because it went to a blistering 85 degrees in France, for Christ's sake. They started dropping like flies. Do y'all remember that? And out here, folks, we're just dusting our shoulders off. It's no big goddamn deal. All right, no big deal whatsoever. You're gonna throw a drought on us. You know what? Bring it on, nature. All right, bring it on. Anyway, let's take some more calls. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Did anybody hear about the new, news out of Libya? Well, Omar Gaddafi is on the run. His family, I think, went to Nigeria or one of those neighboring African countries to flee the rebel stronghold or potential rebel repercussion. So they're out there in exile at this point in time. And according to the Libyan rebels, they've got Gaddafi surrounded in the small town of Bani Walid. Bani Walid is the town out there in Libya is where they got Muammar Gaddafi surrounded. And I don't know. I mean, it looks like they may just kind of take this idiot a dirt nap. You know, he may just get assassinated. He may get killed. You know, because I don't think these Libyan rebels want to negotiate with this guy. You know, I don't even think they want a goddamn trial, you know. They don't even want a damn trial, for Christ's sake. I think they're just going to take this guy and just start, they're going to execution-style murder this guy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Let me go through the next subject matter because I want to get through these really quick. The population of Syria is now considering an all-out armed confrontation against Bashar al-Assad, and we've been reporting here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast since mid-February that the Syrian government, ran by the totalitarian Ba'athist leader Bashar al-Assad, has been slaughtering and massacring his people because this asshole doesn't want to leave power, all right? He doesn't want to leave power. He was bequeathed the country by his daddy, but he doesn't want to relinquish power. The people are tired of his totalitarian rule, and they went out peacefully. Ever since the month of February, they've been going out peacefully protesting against the regime of Bashar al-Assad, and lo and behold, what is Bashar al-Assad doing? He's ordering his men to kill the people. They're killing the people out there. They're throwing brick mortars. They're throwing shell mortars. They're throwing everything. They're killing these people. And if you're a goddamn Syrian soldier that doesn't kill the people, well, then you get killed. I mean, it's a horrible mess. And it wasn't until, last week, 2 weeks ago, finally the United Nations finally scolded dumbass Bashar al-Assad for being such a totalitarian prick. Huh? Since this guy's been slaughtering his own people since February, and now the United Nations and now the goddamn United States wants to go ahead and throw some kind of a harsh words on this horrific butchery, this crime against humanity that's happening out there in Syria, for Christ's sake. It's disgusting, for Christ's sake. It's disgusting, and nobody cares. That's what's sad about it. Nobody gives a crap. Anyway, death to Bashar al-Assad. Death to Bashar al-Assad. Death to the Ayatollah. Death to all those bastards out there that are just doing nothing but ruling over their people in a totalitarian or theocratic manner. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter, for Christ's sake. Death to Bashar al-Assad. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, we've been talking about Pakistan as of late, folks, and I know that people are looking at me saying, Pakistan? Who gives a crap about Pakistan? All right? Well, the reason that I keep focusing on Pakistan, because they are going through some civil unrest as we speak. I mean, there's car bombs. There's people getting killed in mass shootings out there. I mean, it's a powder keg waiting to blow up. And in my personal view, I think that this is a definite threat to America's national security. If these Islamic extremists, because that's what's agitating the violence out there in Pakistan, if they get control of the government of Pakistan, I think it's serious national security implications for not only America, but for everybody throughout the world. Because once again, Pakistan is a nuclear power. Because of that dumbass, stupid, idiotic, So if these Islamic extremists take control of the country, we're in some serious crap. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing it up, folks, is because, a car bomb in Pakistan kills 10 people once again. All right, and we've been talking about how Pakistan, more and more deaths, more and more civil unrest going on in that particular country, and I think that we need to keep an eye on it, especially capitalists. We need to keep an eye on it, because if Islamic extremists take control of the country, I think they're going right to India. I think they're throwing that goddamn nuke right at India, and for you folks that are unfamiliar with that particular region, India and Pakistan have fought a couple of wars that Pakistan wasn't on the winning side of over the disputed piece of real estate of Kashmir. And this is bad blood boiling as far as I'm concerned. And if the Islamic extremists take control of Pakistan, you better goddamn well know that there's going to be a nuke headed over for India. Who else we got going on? Let's see. We got Chechnya. Now, for you folks that aren't familiar with the Chechnyan situation, in Chechnya, they're also having their own revolution against the Russians. Chechnya, believe it or not, are a bunch of white Muslims, white Sunni Muslims that want to have autonomy away from the secularist communist government of Russia. And ever since the dissolution of Russia in the early 90s, the Chechnyan rebels, which comprise mostly of white Caucasus Sunni Islamic rebel fighters, these people have waged continuous war against the Russians and vice versa. And all you got to do is do a Google or YouTube search for Chechnyan rebel war footage and take a look at how much disgusting, despicable warfare has been conducted as it relates to this piece of real estate in Chechnya, And the Russians aren't willing to back down from their stronghold of that particular piece of real estate. You've got the Chechnyan rebels, and they've been fighting this fight for a long time, since the early 90s. I mean, these are some serious rebels. These are some serious fighters here. You should, take a look at some of the things that they have conducted within the borders of communist Russia. I mean, they were the ones that took over that one theater where the Russians gassed their own people with the terrorists inside the theater just so that the damn terrorists wouldn't bomb the place. So anyway, it's a very serious situation out there in Chechnya. I mean, it's one of those postmodern war theaters that if you're a war historian or somebody who appreciates the events of time itself, it's something definitely to look forward to, read about. It's a precarious situation out there in Chechnya. Anyway, the reason I'm reporting on it is because 9 people are dead after simultaneous detonations detonate around security checkpoints that are put up by the Russians. 9 people dead, simultaneous car bombs, for Christ's sake, and man, I mean, the reason I report on all this is I want to let everybody know that we ain't living in no goddamn safe world, for Christ's sake, all right? This is a world under disorder, for Christ's sake. A world under disorder. Anyway, 9 people dead after simultaneous bombings that detonate in Chechnya. And most of those dead are obviously Russian government officials, Russian police, so on and so forth. Let me move on to this last subject matter that's kind of important, folks. And I want to talk a little bit about the Tibetan monks that have been continuously persecuted by China. Now, for all you folks that are unaware, the Tibetan area, the Tibetan geopolitical region, has been under siege by the communist government of China. Now, what is Tibet? Tibet is nothing more than a kind of a overgrown monk monastery, so to speak. A lot of Buddhists are centralized within this particular geographic location in Tibet. And as a result, the communists of China don't like the Buddhist influence and its potential, I don't know, a threat that it has against the communist government of China, that the Chinese government has been continuously persecuting these Tibet people, the Tibet monks, brutally beating these people, putting them in labor camps, torturing them, all so that they can suppress their Buddhist beliefs. And if you folks are unfamiliar with this, all you got to do is YouTube search Tibetan monks China, And I'm sure you'll get all kinds of disgusting displays of totalitarian garbage that the Chinese government implements upon the Tibet monks in Tibet. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the Tibet monks, as of late, have been randomly setting themselves on fire in an attempt to bring spotlight on the horrific tragedy that's happening out there in Tibet. It's a form of protest to show the world that we're so down for the Tibet monk Buddhist ideology, and we're peaceful people. Because in essence, monks are peaceful people. They're just if you read about the Buddhist religion, it's not necessarily even a religion, really. It's more of a philosophy, so to speak. But they're setting themselves on fire in protest of the totalitarianism being implemented by China. And unfortunately, China is going to the resort, because you see, these monks really do not care. I mean, you want to talk about somebody that don't care about money? Tibetan monks that don't care about money, material, nothing. These people are really, really mentally deep. These individuals have, conquered realms of the consciousness by living in absolute silence and living in absolute utter meditation concentration, that these people can actually go up into the Himalayan mountains and stay there in their monk garb in like 30 below degree temperatures and just, sleep there without getting any kind of frostbite, without going into any kind of shock of any sorts. These monks have really, really mastered the mental perceptions of the human conscience. And it's a threat to the communist government, which are nothing but a bunch of secularists who want to implement this ridiculous communist dialectic materialistic perception of life based upon a collective social order concept. And I just can't believe that, Tibetan monks, which are nothing more than peaceful people that want to live in their own monasteries, are that much a threat to the Chinese government. They're not only killing them, but they're now throwing in jail. They're throwing in jail the brothers and the family of those that set themselves on fire in an attempt to protest against the communist government. Yeah, because you see, the monks that set themselves on fire, they're dead, so they can't be tried. So what the communist government is doing now is arresting the family and throwing them into re-education camps or concentration camps, all right? And they're just throwing them in there, I mean, it's stupid. I mean, the monk set himself on fire, all right? He set himself on fire. Why are you going after the goddamn family of somebody who set themselves on fire? I mean, whole families are being taken right now in China because, people are setting themselves on fire to protest against the totalitarianism of the communist government of China. I mean, it's just disgusting. All right? I mean, if you all want a cause, you all need to read up on Tibet and what's happening to those poor Buddhist monks by this disgusting, despicable Chinese government. All right? I mean, you got to see what happened. It's despicable. But, of course, folks, you know that if we are going to criticize the Chinese government as a stipulation, we have to give the Communist government of China a rebuttal. And the reason is because blogtalkradio.com/ghost, it is broadcasted in China, all right? It is broadcasted in China, so as a result of that, we have to allow a representative of the Communist government of China to give a rebuttal. So, without any further ado, folks, let me go ahead and get... do we got him, engineer? All right. Now, since we criticize the Communist government of China, we got to give somebody that's representing the Communist government a rebuttal time. So, without any further ado, Jesus Christ. Mr. Fortune Cookie, are you there, sir? Oh...
talking garbage about communist government in China. Why do you care about Tibet monks, Ghost? Why do you care about Buddhist monks, Ghost? You over there in America, motherfucker. You over there in America eating your steak, motherfucker. You eating all your food, getting a fat ass, motherfucker. monks, motherfucker. Huh? You need to worry about yourself, all you American motherfucker. We own all you motherfucker. The Chinese government own all your debt, so don't worry about what the communist government of China doing over here in this part of the world, motherfucker. Don't you worry about any of this, motherfucker. And what do you know, Ghost, about the Buddhist monks out there in Tibet? What do you know about the people in Tibet, about the monks in Tibet? They're terrorists, motherfucker. The monks in Tibet are terrorists against the communist government of China. They're terrorists. And if you're with the monks, you're with the terrorists, motherfucker. That's right. And we're not going to sit there allowing monks to sit here and make the communist government of China look stupid. No. You're not going to make us look stupid, motherfucker. Oh. I'm tired of you stupid dumb motherfucker out here in America talking garbage of the communist government of China. You people sit there talk garbage, you stick a chopstick up your asshole. Motherfucker. You talk garbage of the communist government of China, I stick Ginsu knife up your asshole. Motherfucker. And for all you motherfucker that ask yourself why the Chinese people and the Chinese government do what we do, you want to know why we do what we do, motherfucker? We do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh. Oh, that egg roll. Oh, no. Oh. I got nothing else to say. I am Mr. Fortune Cookie. Thank you very much.
All right, get him off. Get him off, for Christ's sake. It's about enough of that goddamn commie bastard. Get him off. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, that's about it for the mainstream news. I want to hear what you have to say. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you got to say about it? I want to hear from you. 571, what do you think about the subject matters we're discussing here?
Oh, there you go. Can I jump on?
Yeah, we can't even understand you. 502, what's up?
I have inside information that the bronies will stop trolling you on September 17th.
Yeah, well, who cares, all right? I really don't care. I mean, if it's not bronies, it's, a bunch of trans testicles that are a little upset that, I don't understand why they tuck their sack back. If it's not them, it's, squirrel fisters, it's long-haired liberal bedwetting hippies, whatever it is. I don't really care, for Christ's sake, all right? I don't care. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? 832, what's up? You're on the air.
Oh, my boyfriend wants to speak to you.
Yeah, we can't understand you because your phone sucks the chrome off of a 57 Chevy bumper there, Milky Liquor. 657, what's up?
Money, success, fame, bronies. Money, success, fame, bronies. Money,
what
success,
the hell?
Fame, bronies. For Christ's sake.
What the hell? Are you kidding me? You made a song of that, you stupid fruit bowls? You made a song with it, you stupid... Yes! You're fruiting up, for Christ's sake, man. How in the hell can you sit over there and make me look like a stupid moron like that, for Christ's sake? My show is serious business, you stupid scumbag. God. Oh.
here, for Christ's sake. I'm gagging, for Christ's sake, because you people make me sick. Good God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God, I can't believe this crap. They're fruiting up, man. They're fruiting up for Fruit Bowl Wednesday. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ, my heart's beating like a rabbit. I'm sweating, for Christ's sake. It's 68 degrees in here, and I'm sweating. I'm sweating, for Christ's sake. Oh. I mean, I try to come up here every goddamn day I can to try to spark synapses in the brains of those throughout the world. And this is what they do. This is what they do, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm jaded, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm depressed. I mean, I can't believe you idiots. I should just end the goddamn. That's what I should be. I should just end the goddamn show right now. I shouldn't be expending the energy. I shouldn't be even wasting the goddamn time, for Christ's sake. And look at this. I can't believe. Every time I look at the chat room, man, they're laughing, for Christ's sake. They're laughing at this crap, man. How can you people laugh at this crap? Do you have a soul? Do you people have a soul in there? For That's it. This is supposed to be the third and final hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And, of course, I'm your host, the man they call Ghost. But let me tell you, I'm thinking about ending the goddamn broadcast right now because these people are laughing. They're laughing at my misfortune, for Christ's sake. They're laughing. Piece of... That's your face, you hear me? That's your freaking... That's your face! That's your face! That's your face, for Christ's sake! That's your freaking... That's your face! That's your goddamn face! That's it. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm out of here, all right? Screw all you people that are sitting here talking garbage. Look at them. They're laughing at me, for Christ's sake. They're like, oh, look, it's Fruit Bowl Wednesday. My show is serious. Get me out of here, Reggie. I'm not. Get me out. Get me out of here right now. I don't care. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
Your mom's a whore. Your mom's a whore. She sucks cocks at the dollar store. Your mom's a skank. Your mom's a skank. She licked my balls and gave me a yank. Your mom's a trick. Your mom's a trick. She eats vaginas and she swallows dicks. Your mom's a coos. Your mom's a goose, she fucks the Muslims and sucks the Jews. Your mom's a bitch, your mom's a bitch, she left me with a nasty itch. Your mom's a slut, your mom's a slut, she likes cucumbers up her butt. Your mom's a hooker, she's not a looker, always complaining how her puss is aching. Which is weird, because she's a whore. I've got her number and a big cucumber. All that is left now is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with your mom. Your mom's a horse. Your mom's a horse. She sucks cocks at the dollar store. Your mom's a skank. Your mom's a skank. She licked my balls and gave me a yank. Your mom's a trick. Your mom's a trick. She eats vaginas and swallows dick. Your mom's a coos. Your mom's a coos. She fucks the Muslims and she sucks the Jews. Your mom's a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. She left me with a fucking itch. Your mom's a slut. Your mom's a slut. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes them up her butt. You trust fun cunt.
Sorry. I've got sex on my mind. You know what? This is so fucking hot. You're turning me on. I've always wanted to fuck you. And here's my chance.
Girl, you must understand, I could never be your man. I'm just here to be your bones, giving you something to moan, hoping that you like it thick. Trust me, baby, I'll bust them lips, getting you nasty, ready to dance. At the end, I wanna be in your pants. Back at my pad, you sing it slow. Positions are nice where you don't wanna go to. Strangers that are getting freaky. I feel like a plumber fixing this leaky. Put it in the hole like Tiger Woods. Watching this girl just feels so good. She's falling in love, but I think it's too quick, cause I'm not a boyfriend, I'm just her.
Everybody singing, everybody singing.
Girl wants to go on a date, I hope she knows I eat a big plate. So we talking about our bullshit lives. After the meal we go for a drive. We smoking on a big ass blunt. She's looking at me like she wants some, so I passed it to her. Welcome to my land. She got so high where she couldn't even land. Laying on her back with her feet in the air, like a naughty vixen. The girl didn't care. Letting me hit it all kinds of ways. Sweating
Alright, hey,
away from the bar, cause you know
shut it off, engineer. Shut it off real quick, all right? Now look, I'm really going. I'm not going to sit here and stick around, and give you idiots the time of day with my great presence. I'm not going to do it. So go, shove it up your ass. But one thing I do want to, discuss is that, we got a lot of Mexicanos and a lot of people that are Hispanics listening into the broadcast. So, to commemorate Taco Tuesday. Let me just go ahead and act like a Mexican here for a second. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, do we have some Mexican music there, engineer? Put the Mexican music on. Oh, yeah. That's right. Let me go ahead and let me do some Four Lorico. Let me do some Four Lorico dance. Let me stop my feet here. I'm doing Four Lorico. Did everybody hear that? I'm doing Four Lorico, for Christ's sake. Are you kidding me? Everybody, get up right now and do Four Lorico, all right? It's a great dance. It's a great dance, for Christ's sake. I'm doing Four Lorico. Woo! Yeah. I'm stomping my feet. Do y'all hear it? Do y'all hear it? Do y'all hear it? I'm doing Four Lorico. Woo! already. Shut it off. Anyway, I know I said I was going to go, but there's a couple more things that I want to talk about. That's right. There's a couple more things that I wanted to talk about. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was Barack Obama's uncle. Did anybody read about Barack Obama's uncle as of late? Did anybody hear about this? Uncle Onyango. Uncle Onyango Obama was arrested on drunk driving charges after he rolled through a stop sign and nearly hit a police cruiser, for Christ's sake. I'm not joking. This is Obama's uncle, Onyango Obama, arrested for DUI, for Christ's sake. Not to mention that he had been a fugitive of deportation since 1992, huh? Yes, thank you. Yes, we can, Obama, huh? Yes, we can. I'm not joking. I know people are like, what? Are you kidding me? No, I'm not joking. This is for real. Barack Obama's uncle, jailed for DUI. He's been a fugitive for deportation since 1992. Finally caught his ass for, getting sauced, for Christ's sake. And guess what? Guess where, what's his name? Onyango Obama worked. Guess where Onyango Obama worked, for Christ's sake? All right? He worked at a liquor store. He worked at a liquor store, for Christ's sake, so no wonder this man was sipping on the sauce while he ran through a damn stop sign in a residential area, huh? Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can. Let me move on to another subject matter. I want to talk about this, skankosaurus bitch named Daryl Hannah. Does everybody remember Daryl Hannah? You remember Splash? You remember that, that mermaid movie? Remember when, Tom Hanks, before he became a goddamn actor, he had to make that mermaid movie with Daryl Hannah? Y'all remember that? Well, anyway, Daryl Hannah got arrested yesterday in front of the White House for protesting against oil or some shit. I don't know. Protesting against global warming or something of that nature. Can somebody tell this skankosaurus that, we don't give a crap about your political perspective, all right? Ever since you lost the look from Splash, no one cares what you have to say, all right? JFK Jr. left you for Karen Bassett, bitch, all right? You couldn't even pleasure the shaft of JFK Jr. What makes you think that America and people like us want to hear your smelly, disgusting perspective, for Christ's sake? Stupid, dumb bimbo. What else we got? That's about it. Get me out of here, engineer. That's all I wanted to say. Get me out. Get me out of here. I don't want to broadcast to these losers. They're disgusting pieces of four-flushing, half-pint crap. Get me out of here, for Christ's sake.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.